Stop, stop. I want to give you 3 tips on how to become unoffendable. Have you ever been offended? You ever been just like ticked off? Nothing will ruin your business faster than offense. If you are a creator, if you are a writer, if you are one of those type people who, make incredible things happen with your voice, nothing will shut you down quicker than being offended. So I want to give you 3 tips on how to overcome offense. The other day I was on a Zoom call and the speaker said something that touched one of the people in the group, and the person said, "That hurts." And the next thing you know, they were gone. He was off the call. And the atmosphere of the room was like, ooh, you could cut it with a knife. And I watched because I've been in a lot of those groups where I've seen people storm off a call. I'm from a family of 14, and we've been praying together for 15 years, and I've seen a lot of that. And we still close today. Let me give you 3 tips. Psalm 119 and 165. 119 and 165. Number one, embrace God's law. Embrace God's law. Psalm 119, 165. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Number 2, embrace God's law, God's love, and then we got to get people to forgive, okay? You got to get to that forgiveness, okay? So you want to exercise self-control. Exercise self-control. That's Proverbs 19 and 11. You see, sensible people control their anger. They gain respect by overlooking wrong. Number 1, embrace God's law, Psalm 119, 165. Number 2, exercise self-control. And that is, sensible people control their anger. They gain respect by overlooking the wrong. And then, are you ready for number 3? Love your enemies. Matthew 5 and 44. Matthew 5 and 44. If you'll do those things, you won't get caught up in this kind of scenario where you're arguing with a fool. Never argue with a fool. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. Can't do it. Can't do it. He that angers you controls you. You got to stay in control of you. And when you allow yourself to be offended, that's kind of like you already on the edge. You got something else going on. Okay, you got something else going on. So we have to step back and be responsible for our own feelings, are responsible for our own emotions, and you're going to find yourself being a much more mature person and a much more profitable businessman or a businesswoman when you don't let people offend you. Okay, you got to rise above that. You bigger than that. You better than that. You better control your feelings and your emotions. Else not, you're going to be out there on a limb by yourself. Embrace God's law. Okay, exercise self-control and love your enemies. I'm Dr. Fred Jones. The most expensive thing you'll ever pay is attention to the wrong people.